Hello, everybody. It's Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center and your business strategist. And I'm here with the lovely.
Thank you, Sharon. Yvonne Lorraine here with Innovative Visions, and I am so excited to be here with Bagels and Business for breakfast.
Yes. And boy, Yvonne, this week flew by, didn't it? This
Yes,
year flew by.
here we are.
And it's time
Yes.
to talk about 2023 already and setting goals for 2023 and getting our strategies together. Have you given any thought to your business goals for 2023?
Of course.
I know you have. I don't even know why I asked you that. But it's always nice to hear someone who is on task and on target.
Well, now that's a different question, but I am working on
I
it.
am too, Yvonne. And I started, and how I did it, and others may want to follow, is we started talking about goals. We're in quarter 3 of last year, right? And we made our list, we created our milestones, timelines, priorities, goals, all of those things.
Mhm.
And so what I did was took some of those things from
Mhm.
2022 that
Mhm.
didn't quite pan out and moved them to first quarter 2023 so I can keep that momentum going. And what would did you have a similar process, or did you get to complete, or did you pivot altogether with your 2023 goals?
Some things definitely got started. Everything was not completed. So for some things, Sharon, I have been really still taking into consideration which things will start in the first quarter
Okay.
versus, but some things did happen. So that's helping me to line up the calendar year for 2023 as well.
Okay, so it's a couple of things I want to go over for our business owners in terms of setting their goals for 2023. And one of the first things is that you need to know your vision and long-term goals, because without that, you really don't know the stepping stones to get you there.
I
So
agree.
go ahead, go. So we need to know what our vision is, and what our vision was in 2022, 2021, 2020, and back may be different now. So this is a prime opportunity to look at your vision and your long-term goals and kind of brush things excuse me, and update them.
Yes, and I agree, Sharon. And I just want to tell our listeners that if they find that the goals are real different for 2023, to just move in where you are. So if the goals are the same, then yes, you want to move forward in the same. Just don't try to make the square fit in the circle. Because we get in them plans, we be like, I have to do this and it has to get done.
Right. And it fits nowhere in the whole program. I'll be like, I've been hanging on to this for 10 years. I refuse to let it go. I do not care if it says word perfect or a CD-ROM or whatever. I'm gonna make it work. And I have learned to say some things just do not align with my goals and my visions going forward. And I have to kiss them goodbye, but there's always a lesson in everything that you let go as well.
Yes, Sharon, because some of those things we let go, some of those things it's just at a later time. And I just have to say, if you're setting goals for 2023, prayerfully you are going before God and praying about it, because we just want to remind our listeners that that is our true visionary and we want to do this together with God in setting the goals. That way, when things don't happen, you know, we know that we want to set the plan, but when things don't go the way that we think it's supposed to go with those goals, or when we short on those steps getting to the goals, then just know that if it was meant to be done, it's going to get done. If it's meant to be done now, it get done now. If not, just know that in time. You have to know, either like Sharon, like you said, either you're going to kick it to the curb, get rid of it, or put it in fourth quarter.
You're going to have to park that car in the garage for me.
Yes.
The next thing I want to tell our business owners when it comes to setting goals is that you need to hold yourself accountable. But that does not mean beating yourself up if you don't meet that goal. But you have to have some accountability. Otherwise, you're just putting stuff out there. And it just had, without action and execution, it's just a thought. It's just a dream. And you want to execute on your goals and hold yourself accountable as much as you can. And we also know that life does happen, and sometimes we got to change.
Yeah, be flexible and willing to shift.
Good point. Flexibility. And the next thing, which is in line with that as well, when we do meet something, do meet a goal, even if we've only met say the goal has 3 parts to it, and you've gotten through part 1, but 2 and 3 are kind of lagging behind. You also have to celebrate your wins. We had a whole episode on the coaching couch about celebrating wins.
Yes, Sharon. And can I just share a moment about, in reference to the goals that I was thinking while you were talking about it? Okay. So we still have time this year. So we still have 12 more days or less by the time this actually is being viewed. However many days you have left, we're still in 2022. So continue to strive and do the best that you can in meeting your goal, but also know that while we're moving forward in 2022, trying to meet these goals, that once we cross over to 2023, it's okay if, like you said, Sharon, if you haven't done everything. So for me, I had a very, and goals can be very small and challenging. So one of my things in preparation of 2023 was to get organized, get my files organized. And for me, that's a part of the vision, because if you're multitasking in projects, and paperwork is a thing. So it's like,
it is a thing.
I be looking at paperwork. I feel so bad for the trees, but I be looking at that paperwork like, oh my goodness. So it's very important to get those foundational things. And this is just a little tidbit for a goal to help out. Get your foundational stuff straight so you can be ready to move on and meet your goals.
Thank you, Yvonne. And one of my goals for 2023 is to create relationships with some resource partners. And part of my difficulty and part of my procrastination is, I'm not going to say I'm not good at, but I have a challenge. It's challenging for me to reach out to people, like cold calling people. I'm not, hi, this is Sharon. You have a minute? You know? Now I'm good at writing to people. I'm good at emailing. I'm good at DMing them. I'm not as good as picking up the phone, but I did make a list of people that I want to reach out to that can help me visualize some of my goals in 2023. And one of my goals for 2023 is that I be in some school system somewhere with my curriculum filling the gap. And I can't do it unless I reach out to somebody, right?
That's
So
right, Sharon. We're gonna hold you accountable to that.
right. I gotta hold myself accountable to that too. And what helps me, and that could help others too, is that the school system or whatever your thing is, there are seasons, there are ebbs and flow. If you got products that only sell good in the summer, you know, your time frame is going to be different from those who have services that can be sold all year long. But you got to know your target audience in order to set your goals so that you meet the timelines and set up the timelines necessary for those to come to fruition.
That is so true, Sharon. And I don't know if I'm jumping the gun with your goal talking, but I just, when I hear that, I think about planning and how important sitting down with that time to plan. And I even experienced it myself, thinking about some things for next year and realizing that, especially sometimes weather, hurricane season, even thinking about those seasons and when things are happening can make a difference. And for a minute, I might not have been thinking about that because I was excited about just coming up with the plan.
Yeah.
But, reality is you have to take all those things into consideration.
And you're right. And no, you didn't jump the gun because you added more to what I hadn't said, but it made me think of something else as well. And that's about people's financial calendars. Some people operate in a fiscal year calendar. Some people operate on a calendar year calendar. You have to look at the resources grants when their availability are going to present themselves. It's so many things to think about, not to overwhelm anybody because you still got to do it. It's still got to be done. Right. But I just want people to think of things that they probably wouldn't think of ordinarily. And you still have to schedule some time for yourself because work-life balance is a thing.
A real thing.
So we're going to be here all year. Yes. Setting goals, talking to you. Again, I want you to reach out to us. This is an invitation for you to be on Bagels and Business for Breakfast. You can reach me at info@thebvdcenter.org and on all social media platforms. How about you, Miss Yvonne Lorraine?
Yes, they can reach me on my social media platforms at I am Yvonne Lorraine. And email is I am Yvonne Lorraine @gmail.com.
Thank you. Hey, you want me to take you want me to do it? And go to our YouTube channel, the Business Vision and Development Center. Like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you again soon. Have a wonderful business week.
Yes, my bagel was good too. Hope y'all enjoyed yours.
Bye.
Bye.